want to do a quick exercise with you today. I want you to think about the last time you make a mistake, a real one, something you said or do that you regret. And I want you to remember, honestly, what you say to yourself afterwards. Was it kind? Was it gentle? Was it the kind of thing you would say to someone you love? Or was it harsh, critical, unforgiving? But most of us, it was the second one. And here is what strikes me about that. We would never, not in a million years, speak to someone we love the way we speak to ourselves. If our best friend made a mistake, we would rush to comfort her, to reassure her, to remind her that she's human and human makes mistakes. And this does not define her, but ourselves. We are messless. Today I want to talk about why that is, where it comes from, what is actually causing it, and what it looks like to genuinely change it. Because I think this is one of the most important conversations we can have. The relationship you have with yourself, the way you speak to yourself, the way you treat yourself, the standard you hold to yourself affects every single area of your life. Let's get into it. First, where does the harsh inner critics comes from? For most people, it starts from externally. A parent who was critical, a teacher who was harsh, a peer group that was unkind, an environment where it takes something from you than from you learning from them. And for a long time, that external critical voice gets internalized. It moves from outside you to inside you, and eventually it starts to sound like your own voice, which is why it is hard to recognize, because it does not feel like someone else criticizing you, it feels like the truth. That is the insidious thing about the inner critics. It has the voice of truth. It speaks with authority. It sounds reasonable, but it's not the truth. It's a wound speaking. The second thing I want to address is what the inner critics will actually cost you, actually costing you. Because I think for a lot of us, have normalized to a point that we don't see the damage. The inner critics keeps you small. Every time you want to try something new, it leads all the reasons you would feel. Every time you want to speak up, it reminds you anytime you say something wrongly. Every time something good happens, it finds a reason to wait for you to fall apart. The inner critics is bad. It's keeping you stuck. It's the voice that taught you out of the thing you really wanted, the relationship you wanted, the opportunity you did not see coming, the dreams you sight away that unrealistic. That is not protection. That is sabotage. The third thing, and this is where the actual work began, is learning to relate with the inner critics. Notice I did not say silently or destroy it or never talk about it, because that is not realistic. And fighting the inner critics often just give it more power. Instead, relate with it differently. When the inner critic speaks, notice it, name it, or there's that voice again. The one that says, I'm not good enough. The one that sounds like whoever planted it on me. That act of naming it creates distance. It goes from being inside the thoughts to observing the thoughts. And from that distance, you have a voice. You can choose not to believe it. Not through toxic activities, not by pretending everything is okay, but through a simple, honest question. Is this actually true? What is the evidence for or against this? And then, this is the part that is actually builds a new inner you. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to someone you love. Not fake affirmations, a new conversations or compassions. I made a mistake. That is human. What can I learn from this? What would I experience in this situation? That practice alone consistently over time actually wires the way you relate to yourself. It's not quick, but it will, and it's worth it. I want to close with something I really want you to hear. I need you to hear. You have been your own harshest critics for a long enough. You have carried that critical voice, that voice that was never yours to carry, for long enough. You are allowed to be gentle with yourself, not because you're perfect, not because you don't make mistakes, but because you are human. And human deserve compassion, including for themselves. The world will be hard enough on you without you joining them. Be on your own side. Drop gentle in the comments if you are making a decision today to speak to yourself more kindly, and share this with someone whose inner critics have been way too long. I will see you in the next one. Be kind to yourself today, for real. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.